Day 14. 1. The Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of the Souls in Purgatory. Saint Bridget of Sweden tells us that the Blessed Virgin confided to her, saying, "I am the mother of those who suffer in purgatory, and my intercession brings them comfort and release." If the saints can assist the suffering souls, how much more can Mary, the Queen of all saints, help and protect them with her powerful intercession? Saint Peter Damian relates that a soul once appeared to him from purgatory, declaring that on the feast of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, more souls are released from purgatory than there are inhabitants in the entire city of Rome. Saint Peter Damian also recounts another story told by a holy priest who witnessed a remarkable vision in the Basilica of Saint Cecilia in Rome. One night, the priest was awakened by the appearance of a departed friend, who urged him to go to the church. There, he beheld a magnificent scene. A choir of virgins and saints surrounded the throne of the Blessed Virgin Mary, who sat radiant in majesty. Angels and saints filled the basilica with light and praise, rejoicing in her glory. Then, a poor, humble woman, poorly dressed but wearing over her shoulders a beautiful fur mantle, entered the scene. She approached the throne, knelt down, and with tearful eyes said, "O most merciful Mother, I beg you to have pity on my friend John Patrizzi, who has just died and now endures terrible torments in purgatory." She repeated her plea 3 times, but the Virgin made no reply. At last, the woman raised her voice and said with deep emotion, "O kind and loving Queen, you know me well. I am the beggar who used to sit at the doors of your great church, asking alms through the cold winter, wrapped only in rags. One day, when I invoked your name for his sake, Patrizzi, out of compassion, took this fur mantle from his own shoulders and placed it on mine. Will you not reward that act of charity, O most loving Mother?" The Divine Son, seated beside his mother, turned toward her and said, "The man for whom she prays has been condemned to long and severe punishment for his many sins. Yet he possessed 2 great virtues, love for the poor and devotion to my mother. I desire to show him mercy." At this, the Blessed Virgin gave her command. She ordered that John Patrizzi be brought forth before the heavenly assembly. The demons came, dragging him pale, trembling, his limbs bound in fiery chains. Mary, full of compassion, said to them, "Unbind him and set him free." At her word, the chains fell away. The redeemed soul bowed deeply before her and disappeared in radiant light. Then the glorious vision faded. The church returned to silence. The priest who had witnessed it went everywhere, proclaiming the mercy of the Blessed Virgin Mary toward the souls in purgatory. 2. On the Feast of the Assumption, many souls are released. Saint Gerson teaches that on each Feast of the Assumption, the Blessed Virgin descends into purgatory and ascends to heaven again, accompanied by a multitude of liberated souls. Saint Peter Damian, confirmed by a heavenly vision, tells this story. The people of Rome had a pious custom. On the eve of the Assumption, they made pilgrimages to the churches, carrying lighted candles in their hands. One year, a devout woman joined the procession to the Basilica of Ara Coeli on the Capitoline Hill. As she approached, she saw among the crowd a woman she recognized, someone who had died the year before. Amazed and trembling, she tried to draw near but could not through the throng. She waited by the door to intercept her. When the woman came out, she caught her by the hand and asked, "Are you not my nurse, Marozia?" The apparition replied, "Yes, my dear child, it is I." The lady continued, "But how can this be? I know you died last year. Why are you among the living? How fares your soul in the next world?" The nurse answered, "Until now, I have suffered in dreadful fire for the sins of my youth, vanity in dress, indecent speech, and sinful pleasures. Though I confessed them sincerely, I had not made full satisfaction. Therefore, I was condemned to long purification and terrible pain. But on this Feast of the Assumption, the Blessed Virgin Mary obtained from the Supreme Judge permission for me and many others to ascend to heaven. That is why we are visiting the churches dedicated to her, in thanksgiving for our deliverance." The lady, astonished and half doubtful, hesitated. The nurse added, "To prove that what I say is true, next year, on the eve of this same feast, you will die." If it does not come to pass, you may count all I have said as illusion." With that, she disappeared. The woman, profoundly moved, thanked God for the warning and began to prepare her soul carefully, living every moment in holiness. Exactly 1 year later, on the eve of the Assumption, she fell gravely ill and passed peacefully to her eternal rest on the feast day itself. Prayer. O Mary, Mother of the souls in purgatory, most tender and compassionate Mother, you have released countless souls from the cleansing flames, especially on the feast of your glorious Assumption. Stretch forth your merciful hand again, and deliver many more who long for heaven, especially those who loved and honored you on earth. Mother of mercy, pray for us, and for all the faithful departed, that we too may share in the joy of your eternal glory. Amen.